What's going on social media land? So my bad about the video. I'm still learning the controls. I done told y'all. But it is your social media resident therapist, Demetra Corlew, back with another episode of The Redirect. So, what is the Redirect podcast? It is a podcast doing something that I absolutely love, and that is helping people to detect, disrupt, and dismantle negative thinking mindsets, patterns, and behavior. And I do that by shining light, showing love, and sharing tools and resources that you can implement in your day-to-day life. And we doing something new tonight. We going live for the first time. So please like, share, follow, all that good stuff on tonight though. Live, y'all getting a special treat. I'm telling you, a special treat on tonight. We have the one, the only, the infamous Ashlee Patterson. Now I'm gonna give y'all some info, but I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm telling you, she got some God gifted hands, but y'all gonna hear about that. Okay, so Ashlee Patterson is her name, but to the social media world, she is known as Life in the Ash Lane. So y'all make sure y'all follow her. Again, y'all hear more about that. She's a 17-year licensed cosmetologist who inspires to be a digital content creator, and she has found her purpose in helping and inspiring people to live their life their way. So it was once solely done behind the church, but now it's behind the screen. She's doing big things. So y'all help me welcome Miss Ashlee Patterson to the Redirect Podcast. Woo, 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 woo.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
First off, let me say, because I always have to say, thank you so much for sharing some of your time with us
Absolutely.
on the Redirect, because you could be doing anything, and I know you're super busy, but the fact that you are sharing just a bit of time with us, I do not take that for granted. So thank you so
You
much.
are welcome. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for valuing my opinion. So I'm grateful. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we're just going to hop right into it if you don't mind. And
Absolutely.
so, the very first thing that I want to ask is, how did you build your brand to where it is? And what are some things you had to overcome mentally and emotionally?
Great question. You just straight into the jugular,
I
huh?
just,
So,
I'm a mental health girl. So, yeah.
absolutely. So, as said in my bio, I have been a licensed cosmetologist for 17 years. I knew that being a hairstylist was something I wanted to do when I was 15, 16 years old. But I didn't realize the impact that I could have. So, just through the course of building a clientele, seeing the need of my clientele, seeing what was lacking in the industry, I tried my best to answer the needs, create a solution for the problem. Any successful business answers a solution to a problem. And my brand is really catering to women who cater to everyone else. So I am here to really pour into the women that are busy pouring into everyone. And I've really built a brand on spoiling my clientele. So I am here for the convenience. I'm here for the experience. I am here to give people what they need and what they want and to retain my clients versus constantly having to attract new clients.
Yeah. So, let me kind of ask this question. So, how would you say hair affects mental health? Because I know, so my transparency, I love my Ashley. She know that, and I'm an avid booker. And so I know it goes down, especially other people may know too, as they go to their hair care providers. It goes down in the beauty shop chair. It goes down.
Please excuse there's a phone ringing in the back. I thought I got everything, but there's a tablet left. Sorry about that. Just
It's
ignore it.
all good. How would you say hair affects mental health?
So I'll use the example of I just had a client yesterday, had a black tie event that she was going to. Another stylist canceled on her last minute.
Mhm.
When you have your heart set on going somewhere, you have a dress that's going to match the accessories, that's going to match the hair. When that hair is gone, you just don't feel like you are well prepared. I know that hair creates a lot of anxiety for some women because we want to look put together, we want to look presentable. And when our hair is not in alignment with how we're feeling on the inside, we can't convey that confidence. It gives us
Mhm.
a certain level of confidence. Hair to me is part of our journey. They say when a woman cuts her hair, she's about to do some big things. When we
Mhm.
lose weight, we want a new look. So our hair plays a big part in how we represent how we're feeling on the inside.
Mhm. You're so right about that, because I can't tell you how many sessions I've had with clients, and just as life be lifing,
Life be
as
life.
that's why I do the session, life be lifing, and sometimes just as we're going through things, those are the things that tend to kind of go first, is like the self-care of the hair, nails, and other
Mhm.
regimens that we may be accustomed to. But I noticed that as soon as we kind of turn a corner and things are starting to get better, we're starting to get on the other side of it, then uh one of the first things my clients do, they do their hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know for me to have clients sit in my chair that I know them, they've been with me 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You've never wanted a bang. Why do we want a bang today? You've never wanted a bob. Hey, what, you are a ponytail girl. Why do you want this bob? What's happening? And so I know to pause and ask, how long have you thought about this cut? Well, since last week. What happened last week? Me and my boyfriend broke up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, because I know the moment that you make this emotional decision, y'all know how
Mhm.
long it takes to grow bangs out? Like that's a long process. So I really want to I pride myself in helping them cope in other ways. I am not a therapist at all, but if I
Mhm.
can give you a new little razzle dazzle without the permanent commitment of a cut, because I understand that we may look back in a week or two once we've balanced out and realize, yeah, this was not the best decision. Or, I make them sleep on it. Wait a couple of weeks. If you still feel this way in 2 visits, we'll do whatever you want. But I,
Mhm.
I try my best as a licensed professional to not let them commingle that emotional part to the physical change, because you need to
Mhm.
do that work inside first. The physical is temporary. And then are you going to regret it a week or two later after you balance yourself out?
Yeah. So, do you notice any changes like in someone's hair when maybe they have been going through, so they're super stressed, and so that is
Mhm.
coming out in their hair a certain way? Like,
Mhm.
tell us about that. What does that look like?
So it can definitely vary from client to client, but for my clients, especially Black women, the first thing I will see is almost like a alopecia areata. I'm trying to be fancy. It will be areas in their hair that will completely fall out. Like they could have a healthy
Mm.
head of hair. If their stress levels get too high, they may be great in the hairline, but it may be a whole area missing in the back. And I can see immediately the shedding has doubled, tripled more than what it should. I'm noticing the hair doesn't have the luster that it used to have. Um, and I be all in their business. Hey, what you doing to my hair? Because my clients know you only wear my hair out. I'm just letting you borrow it until you come back. So I'll ask them, hey, what you doing to my hair? What's wrong? What do you mean what's wrong? And I show them the shedding.
Mhm.
Are you okay? And typically it just falls out. No, I'm not okay. My kids, my husband, my job, and here it comes. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, I can't combat an internal issue topically, but we just try to maintain what we have until whatever event is happening in her life balances out. It always comes back, but it could be a few weeks, it could be a few years. It just depends on how bad and traumatic her event is happening right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
I,
see it.
I'm so glad that you went into detail about that, because I think sometimes we may not think that it's coming out of our bodies in different ways, but we know that
Mhm.
our body tends to kind of act out what's going on
Mhm.
internally,
Absolutely.
even in our hair, regardless if we say something about it or not.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just word to the wise. They know.
We see it. And it may not always be your hair coming out. It may be your scalp acting crazy. It may be more flaking where you used to have a perfect scalp. Your body responds differently, but we see it in your hair, your skin. I can notice when my clients' eyebrows aren't growing back as fast. Like I have some clients that I'm doing their eyebrows every other visit. 3 visits in, I'm like, why your eyebrows still look good? Their hair will slow down in growth. And that's
Wow.
like a key indicator. What's wrong?
Hmm.
Well, eh, well. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we see it for sure.
Wow. I did not know that
Mhm.
that
Yep.
your hair will slow down.
Yep, it will. Yep.
Interesting. Interesting. When we were talking a little bit earlier just about that confidence and when we are taking proper care of our hair, I wanted to kind of divert that too to like our youth and
Mm.
our young I know you got a spot for the young ladies, Ashley.
Listen, go ahead with your questions.
Yeah. So, I want to know, do you think that's important about instilling those healthy hair care practices at even, younger ages? And then, two, what would you kind of say for young ladies that are in their adolescence?
For me, I think teaching young girls self maintenance. I tell people all the time when they sit in my chair and they're like, this is my self care day. No, getting your hair done is not self care. Getting your hair is self maintenance. If you don't properly take care of your hair, you're going to be upset when it's not giving what it was supposed to give. Self care is when you go off and you're quiet and you pour into yourself and you meditate. To me, that's self care. So, self maintenance, I tell them you still need some self care time. So it
Mhm,
doesn't matter if you're young or old. I just had to throw that tidbit in there. But when I have my younger girls, I want to teach them early on how important maintaining yourself is. It is much easier to maintain your hair than to try to rebuild it, cut it all off, and start from scratch. Nothing wrong with that because sometimes we do need to restart from scratch. But a lot of times it's based off of necessity, not because that's what they want to do.
mhm,
Um, so for me, I don't have a lot of children, but for the babies that I do have, I do pride myself in showing them how to wrap their hair, make sure that their hair is properly cleansed, how to put their scarf on at night, because I do want young women to understand you do need to take care of yourself because how you care for yourself is going to be a direct reflection on how you expect other people to care for you. And it may be as small as putting your scarf on, but that lets people know that I love me enough to take care of myself. You need to take care of me too. And I think that that is tied to the emotional component of it to me.
absolutely, because we show people how to treat us.
Mhm.
Right. That's part of
Absolutely.
our boundaries. I always tell clients that you're right in your responsibility to maintain your boundaries.
I agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
we got to be gatekeepers for our peace. So even that, and that's a great segue too, because I want to know, just because you wear so many different hats. So how would you say you're able to maintain those boundaries in all the multifaceted things that you do? Because I know, lots of people wear multiple hats, but how do
Mhm.
you maintain the boundaries of each lane?
So for me, unless it's a priority, nothing can affect. I don't allow them to commingle. So when I'm
Mm,
at work, I'm at work. So if I'm scheduled from 9 to 5, I am in hairstylist mode from 9 to 5.
mhm,
When I get off and I'm home after 5:30, I don't know what that salon is
mhm,
unless it's an emergency and it's something I have to handle. Cause then I'm in mommy mode.
mhm.
So to me, it is very important to every moment of my day has a job. This is when I take care of myself. This is when I take care of my clients. Here's when I take care of my children. So without a schedule and without scheduling that time out, I would not. And I fail a lot of times, like today. Like today. But yeah, you just make time for your priorities and you try your best to stay on that schedule if you can. And if you can't, it's okay. You get
Yeah.
to get up tomorrow and restart.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I do it. Or I try to do it. Because I don't
Yeah.
always succeed, but I try my best.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't stop trying to do it
Right.
better than you did it before.
Exactly.
And that's so good, especially because every day we wake up and we have breath, we have another opportunity to do that day better than we did the previous day.
And that is exactly what I live by.
Mm.
I have a new opportunity every day to beat yesterday, Ashlee, out. That's the only competition I have in my mind is to be better today than I was yesterday.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. How would you say mental health has just impacted the hair industry, just in general? Do you feel like it's more prevalent, like more spoken about now, or not so much, or the same?
I think people are starting to correlate. To me, a key indicator that somebody's mental health is suffering is when I look at their outer appearance. And I know they say not to judge a book by its cover, but for example, people will go into a depression
Mhm.
and not, like, physically and mentally, they cannot do anything for themselves. And so when they come out of whatever phase, stage, I don't know the proper term, but when they are feeling like themselves again, now we have mats and tangles in our hair because
Mhm.
we've gone weeks and months in a depressive state and their hair suffered. For me, I think people are starting to really realize it's not that they're just lazy and they don't want to take care of their hair. They physically and mentally could not. And so as a hairstylist now, I'm having to realize that I don't pass judgment when they come in and they're like, listen, I'm really embarrassed. And I've had it happen a few times, more frequently now than in the past. I'm really embarrassed. Here's what's going on with my hair. I'm here. I'm not a therapist, but I can help you with this. And if this is just a small step that we take in you getting the real help that you need to correct your mental health, but at least combing and detangling your hair out, at least giving you something you can manage and maintain as you come out of that depressive state, makes you feel a little more whole. I'm happy to be a part of that.
Mhm.
And I think people need to realize that hair just makes you feel, I don't know about everybody else, but hair makes me feel put together. It gives me, listen, when my hair is looking good, that's the start of me feeling like I looking like I feel. There you go.
Yeah.
Um, and then when I'm not feeling so good, you can tell. You all right? Your hair, you're not gonna do your hair. No, I'm not gonna do my hair today because I don't feel like it. And you can tell I'm not in a good space. So I think it is, they go hand in hand. And I wish more professionals that are in my field would understand that. It's not just doing hair. That's why I'm a firm believer that if you're in this industry, you cannot do it just for a check. I am very, very close to the people that I service. I'm literally touching you. So that transference of energy is not good. And that can directly affect somebody's mental health to know she's only servicing me because I pay her, not because she cares about my hair or even cares about me. And I like to say that I
Mhm.
treat my clients like they're friends and family. I want to take care of you.
Yeah. I love how you put that together, because I didn't even think about that, because you're right. You are physically touching someone, and that
Mhm.
is transfer
Mhm.
of energy and other things as well. I'm glad you brought that up, because I really did. I'm like, when you said, I was like, oh my goodness, like that's so
Yeah.
true. And you wouldn't just let anybody just touch you,
No, you would
right?
not.
So you want to be
Right. You want to make sure you're sitting in someone's chair that has the best intentions for you.
yeah.
And if they got a nasty attitude, Yeah, you might want to go and reschedule because I don't know if you're gonna really enjoy that appointment. Just my opinion.
Right now, I'm totally going sidebar because I just gotta ask. I know it's been a topic of discussion, but I
Yeah,
want to hear your thoughts.
come on.
Now, what's your opinion on some who may not wash hair beforehand, some that want a deposit? Because I've been seeing this more and more, and I seen it quite a bit actually within the past 48 hours of just different stories of people that have unfortunately had not the best experiences, and
It's
these were
getting
some of the
ridiculous out
factors.
here. Like
Give me your thoughts.
it's get first of all, 17-year vet. I understand deposits are to secure the spot. But in my opinion, if you are having to charge deposits because you have that many people no call, no showing, it is more of a reflection on how you handle your business.
Mm,
Because I'm the professional, I'm the one who sets the tone. I rarely have people no call, no show, cancel at too late of a time. It doesn't require all of that. When you run a professional business, people respect your business in a
mhm,
professional way. You don't have that issue. Um, when it comes to the not shampooing, if I could just explain, that
mhm,
started because in some states, to be a natural a braider, you could not manipulate the hair's natural texture in any way. So that means you can't get it wet because it would go curly, and you can't
mhm,
blow dry it because it would go straight.
mhm,
They can only braid. So as some of these states, the stylists working in those states were licensed braiders, as they started to migrate to different areas, then they took it with them. That's
mhm,
one place that came from. So if she's not shampooing, I don't have to shampoo. So now we're starting to spread. Also, and I don't know if people realize that this was a thing, popular hairstylists would do hair tours, and what they would do is travel. They may be a very popular hairstylist from Florida. They would travel to different states and do hair, whether it's sew ins, lace fronts, whatever, where they would book hotel rooms because they don't have a salon in that state. There are no shampoo bowls in the hair in the hotel room. So you
mhm,
had to come shampooed and blow dried. And I think those two reasons are why all of a sudden it became okay. And then people realized it's saving me an hour of time. I don't really want to shampoo and blow dry you. I want to make as much money as I can as quickly as I can. I don't care about the health of your scalp. I don't care about the health of your hair. Because remember, these are people that are not in it. They're not in it because they love doing hair. They are in it because you're going to pay me.
mhm,
So, however, I can cut corners, that's what they're going to do. I think it is absolutely crazy because they're opening themselves up to liability. Because if I don't shampoo your hair and I do a sew in that's going to be up for 2 months, 3 months,
mhm,
if you have any issues, you're not going to say, well, I washed my hair before she braided me up. You're going to say, Ash is the last person to touch me. Ash did this. And
mhm.
without me giving you a clean foundation, you don't know what I did. I don't know what you did. It's too many gray areas there. No. Y'all please wash hair. Okay, that's it. Please wash their hair.
Please wash your hair.
Oh,
I just wanted. I was like, I'm finna go and hit Ashley with the one
yeah.
too because I keep seeing it. I know it's been a topic of conversation for quite some time, but it's really popped up
Yeah.
just on my radar, and I'm like, I'm just gonna ask about it. So, what would you say are some of the greatest joys you experience while being in this work?
Oh, that's a great question. Um, I literally I'm able to watch people grow. I'm able to watch people come into themselves. I'm able to watch the 10-year-old client turn into the 18-year-old high school graduate. And I'm like, you're still a baby. What are you doing? What grown? Where are you going? I'm able to cheer people on. I share their accomplishments. Like, really think about it. People do get their hair done on a regular day to day, but a lot of people only get their hair done on occasions. It's my
Mhm,
wedding, it's my birthday, I'm graduating. And to have someone include me in those special moments, top tier. Like, I love
Mhm.
that. Um, I appreciate that people trust me as much as they do. Like, that's one of the big things for me. Um, I people will sometimes call a hairstylist an unofficial therapist because the first thing you do when you get in that bowl, girl, this week, and they let it loose. And it to me, it's a great honor to know that people trust me with some of their deepest, darkest secrets. Um, and I'm honored that they trust me that much. And to if I had to give you something else that I really love about it, oh, I pour into my clients. I pour into my clients big time. When they have a business idea, if it's something I can help with, hey, use me as a sounding board. I think that's a great idea. What if you did this too, though? I don't know much about that, but I know somebody who does. Let me send you this resource. Because I consider myself almost like an incubator for possibilities because you are feeling loved on and cared for when you're in my chair because I'm literally taking care of you physically as far as your hair. So for me to be able to also love on your dreams and care about your ideas and support you, and then you feel encouraged to go out and follow through. And then you come back in a month, 6 months, and you're like, hey, you remember when I said, yep, well, I did it. Girl, you did it. And I'm so excited to know that I was just a small part of that. So yeah, those to me are the key points.
Oh my goodness, you just segued right into I mean, you on my wavelength right here, my channel. Um, because I love that you said you're an incubator for ideas and that you love on people's dreams and visions and aspirations and all that good stuff while they're with you. So what would you say are some recommendations or advice for somebody who is an up and coming small business owner, or maybe they're wanting to get into hair or whatever it is that that person's dream or passion is? What would you say are some key kind of recommendations to launch into the deep?
Absolutely. The first and foremost, please do a business plan. I know a lot of times our creative brains, because I'm technically a creative, our creative brains wants to run with the idea. We have done no market research. We don't know what we should be charging. We don't know how much it costs to start up. We don't know anything. I just got an idea and I'm going. And it's not that I don't want people to follow their hearts. I just want you to be smart behind it.
Yeah.
So please write a business plan. It don't have to be a 30-page. Just get the basics of your business plan together. Um, that's one.
Hmm.
Two, I need you to, I call it espionage.
Hmm.
But let's say if you want to get into the hair business, I think you should go and visit other hair salons, see what they're doing, see
Hmm.
how popular they are, or really critique in your mind, not out loud, but really critique places that they could improve because those could be lessons that you learn on somebody else's dime. I hate to say it that way, but if you see that there's a lack in professionalism, how about you start being professional from day one?
Hmm.
If you see there's a lack in they don't offer any amenities. There's no Wi-Fi, and you know you needed Wi-Fi. I guarantee you, every other client needed Wi-Fi. So by visiting what would be your competitor in the industry, you can really get a leg up because you're starting from the ground up, already learning from their mistakes or being able to amplify the things they've already done. Um, Business plan, espionage, and talk to your current clients. So if you're already kind of doing what you want to do, but you're ready to take it to the step, next step, ask your current clients what do they want. That's your target audience, right? So they may not want a dog grooming restaurant salon. They may not want that. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea to you, but nobody's going to patronize that because that's not what they want. So
Hmm.
talk to the people that are already supporting you, see what they want, see what they think, and then build from there.
Oh, look at the gems, catch them gems, catch them gems. I appreciate your answers to everything and just the simplicity of it, that it's like, okay, I can take that and I can apply that right now
Yeah.
to whatever it is that I'm doing. I appreciate it. So before you go, I want to play just a little easy breezy game
Okay.
that I've called What's the Move?
Okay.
So, shampoo and flat iron or flexi ride set? What's the move?
It's finna be hot outside, Flexi Rod said. Don't waste our money on them flat irons. It's hot and it's raining.
The humidity gonna get you.
Like she costing us money. No, I'm trying to save y'all money. Go on and set it.
Okay. Okay. So, girls' night out or girls' night in? What's the move?
Oh, girls' night in. We're gonna
You wanna go
BYOB. No, what we outside for? It costs us too much to go outside. You bring a bottle, I'll bring some food. We in the house, we safe, and we turned up. Girls' night in.
out? Travel by plane or travel by car? What's the move?
By plane if it's more than 4 hours. That's a real life rule of mine. I can't be in the car more than 4 hours. After that, no, just put me out on the side of the road. You don't want to be in the car with me. So
You don't want to take
plane
the
if I
scenic
can.
route though. The scenic route.
Well, I want to see them trees. I don't want to look at that. Give me that quick. Where's the destination? I need to be there now.
I thought surely you might want to take the scenic route, and read the signs, the different.
I
No,
can Google it when I get to my destination.
I got you. I got you. Well, again, Ashley, I appreciate you so much for popping on the redirect and going live with me for the first time. So I'm super excited about that. But before you go, please tell the people where to find you at.
Absolutely. It would be the greatest thing ever if I could get anyone listening to follow me on TikTok. It is called Life in the Ash Lane. My name is the same. TikTok, I'm Life in the Ash Lane. I am building my YouTube platform. So again, Life in the Ash Lane on TikTok. And Instagram is also Life in the Ash Lane. And I'm really active on TikTok more than YouTube and Instagram, but follow me everywhere so you don't miss anything.
All right, all right. Anywhere else they can follow you?
Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder.
Mhm.
So, I am launching a blog. So, y'all are getting an exclusive for real, for real. So, I have started a blog called Love Follow Me, where I am sharing tips, tricks, all of the information. Anything we need to be talking about is going to be on this blog. So, also go to www.lovefollowme.com and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything from that site either.
Yes, so y'all heard it from Ashley herself. I'm gonna pop it back up here again. If you on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Life in the Ash Lane, and she be
Mhm.
funny on there too. 'Cause- so make sure y'all check her out there. And I definitely have to check out the blog www.lovefollowme.com, where she's gonna be blogging as well about different life experiences. So y'all definitely don't want to miss anything. Again, Ashley, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who's gonna catch the replay. Of course, social media engagement. I love it. Make sure y'all like, share, follow, um, drop emojis, comments, all that good stuff, because you never know that your comment might be on the next Redirect podcast episode. But until next time, we love y'all. Peace.
Bye, guys.